Next at 6, demands for transparency. Days after a man is shot and killed by deputies serving on a fugitive task force.
The BCA says evidence shows Winston Smith fired a gun from inside a car as a Hennepin County and Ramsey County deputy tried to arrest him. Because of the Marshal's service policy, this shooting was not captured on video.
Eric Shalou explains the fallout from that deadly encounter.
Yeah, as you mentioned, there was no body camera video from law enforcement that took part in that deadly encounter involving the North Star Fugitive Task Force. That detail came from state investigators looking into the deadly shooting, which has now raised concern from several community groups. Now we're seeing one sheriff's department taking a step back from that task force. Ramsey County Sheriff Bob Fletcher is pulling his deputies off the North Star Fugitive Task Force that's led by the U.S. Marshals. In a statement sent to 5 Eyewitness News, the sheriff saying in part, the Marshal's office has refused to allow us to wear body cameras since the advent of the technology, and any new policy has not been implemented. One of Fletcher's deputies is being investigated along with the Hennepin County Sheriff's deputy for firing during the fatal shooting of a man in uptown Minneapolis last week. Again, Sheriff Fletcher saying, despite regular requests from local law enforcement, the normal refrain from the Marshal's office has been and continues to be, we're working on the problem. Community activists from several groups, including Black Lives Matter, MN, and CARE MN, spoke out Tuesday morning calling for other law enforcement agencies to also push back.
We are also demanding today all agencies in the state of Minnesota who work with the U.S. Marshals to end their relationship until we know that they have proper leadership and proper policies in place to protect our community, and most importantly, to create accountability and transparency.
The U.S. Attorney's Office for Minnesota wrote in a statement about body-worn cameras that in February 2021, the U.S. Marshal Service began to phase in this policy, which continues to be implemented in the District of Minnesota. But that has not happened, according to the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. Writing to 5 Eyewitness News, the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office issued a body-worn camera to the deputy assigned to the North Star Fugitive Task Force. However, the U.S. Marshal Service rules do not authorize the use of body-worn cameras during task force operations. Hennepin County went on to say they will remain on the task force, but are reviewing a newly presented body camera policy they got on Friday from the Marshals involving body cameras. But a start date, Ramsey County Sheriff Fletcher says, is still unknown. Meanwhile, we reach out to the Marshal's office for comment, who then passed our questions over to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Late this afternoon, we heard back from them, but they had no comment on Sheriff Fletcher's account. I'm Eric Shalou, 5 Eyewitness News.